So with the Black Panther trailer now out and everybody absolutely loving it, or for majority of the people I saw love it, if there's some hatred going on towards it, I certainly haven't seen a whole lot of that. So, let's praise the movie and for how amazing it looks. But one thing that I think a lot of people noted, and I haven't talked about yet, and I'm sorry about that because other stuff got in the way, is of course his costume and the fact that it is a major departure from what we've seen in Captain America Civil War. Now, there is most likely a storyline point to this that's actually going to reveal why his costume is different, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. But first, let's get into actually talking about and comparing and breaking down the costume differences. So the first thing I want to do is start at the bottom of the costume, literally at the base, where we look at his feet and boots. On the left, you're going to notice that that is the 2016 costume from Civil War, and on the right is the 2018 from the Black Panther movie. And right off the bat, I don't think you even have to really pay attention really hard to notice that there is a major change. The major thing that you'll notice is, of course, right around the top of the boots is how different the silver lining and marks are. On the right-hand side for the Black Panther movie, they definitely look more like claws/talons, where on the Civil War version, it's definitely more streamlined, just seems to be one of those talons. And if you look right around the knees and the design going down the boots, you're going to notice that the Civil War version is way more layered, much like a lot of the MCU costumes have become, known for. Now, while the boots might not go, okay, so that's minor change, it's really the upper portion of the body where you're seeing huge changes. So first off, let's begin with the waistline, where there isn't too much, it's just a lot more prominent and it's a lot more pop in what's happening in the Civil War version on the left. Now when we get to the gloves and hands, this is where you're starting to see major changes occurring. Of course, there's a lot more silver bending and a lot more streamlined looking design going up the arms and specifically around where the gloves are. And of course you can see some of the silver that's on his hands. Over on the right hand side for the brand new movie version, you're seeing a lot less of that. You're once again seeing those teeth like talons and everything, which we've come, to know that they're more or less going to represent this suit. And this is further really emphasized when you go up to his neck, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. But right now I also want to focus on the midsection and the chest. As you can tell on the right hand side in Civil War, it definitely has that Marvel Cinematic Universe patterning and layering that we've all come to expect. Now, not only that, if you look at how it's structured, it definitely has these unique shapes that are coming down from the necklace and everything. It looks a lot more modern day tech. It definitely looks like something that should be in like a Captain America movie, and it makes sense because it was. Over on the right hand side, there is none of that. It is a flat chest, one color. The most prominent thing is the abs that are popping out. There's none of that fancy chest design or anything that we saw in Civil War. Now, what the reason behind that is, who really knows? And then transitioning over to talk about the neck, and of course what we see here is that the fact that the 2018 version definitely looks a lot more basic. It seems to have like a more tribal look. It's not so redefined. When you look at his neck in the Civil War version, it's definitely more part of the suit. It looks like, it's metal just kind of naturally sticking out. So it's my belief that this is probably going to be some sort of suit that he has to wear from a previous Black Panther, and it really would not surprise me if the suit we're seeing in the 2018 version is his father's or his grandfather's. And the last point of comparison is going to be the cowl, which has gotten a minor change. As you can tell, the big thing that's kind of just happened here is the fact that the lines on the forehead on the 2018 suit are a little bit less defined, and he has white eyes. The piece around the nose just seems to be a little bit more prominent and way more popping out other than layered on the actual Civil War suit, which I think I like both of them equally. There isn't a specific one I like more or less than the other. I think they both look absolutely awesome. And in the footage, it was really hard to notice that anything was different. So I definitely love this. If I had to pick one over the other, I would definitely go with the Civil War myself personally, just because I've seen that one in action, you know, up close. We've all seen the HD textures and stuff, so we know 100% what it looks like when the CG is 100% done. Now, who's to say that, you know, the 2018 suit isn't going to look any better, but I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. So you guys let me know your thoughts on it, and what do you think of the new suit compared to the old one?